Hey YouTube, this is Adventure Vin. I'm in Braidwood, Illinois, about 1 hour away from my destination in Chicago. I will be there tomorrow, but tonight I'm not here to talk to you about my trip or the KLR per se. I'm here to talk about you. Are you still trying to lose some of that weight? Maybe 8 years of weight of Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners and you just can't seem to find the right diet? Well, I'm here to help you with that, with the Route 66 Adventure Vin diet plan, which includes a gym membership, the equipment you're going to need, and the apparel that you'll be wearing. But before we dive into that, let's talk about you for a second. Really? You're blaming your excessive weight over the last 8 years over 2 meals over the whole year? Let's not kid ourselves. We all know we all sneak to Hometown Buffet Sunday afternoons, because I'm telling you, those Hometown Buffets, they're popping up on every corner like a Starbucks. You ever been inside one of those? It's like Thanksgiving dinner every night. The place is packed and it puts grandma's table to shame. So apparently, we, the consumers, we can't blame it on Christmas and Thanksgiving. We got to blame it on a lifestyle. So you may say to yourself, well, Adventure Vin, I've tried gym memberships. I've tried diets. I've tried the Kale, the Kale verbal diet. Oh, you guys don't know about the Kale verbal diet? I've tried that too. The Kale verbal diet is when you incorporate the word kale in general conversations. And some kind of way subliminally, you're supposed to be shedding the weight, burning calories. For instance, hey Johnny, after band practice today, don't forget to pick up your sister because she has a Kale appointment at 3 o'clock. Or, oh, the mechanics just called. Not only do your brake drums need to be rotated or changed, your oil needs to be changed, and you need a new Kale adjuster. Makes no sense. Oh, I've tried that diet. I didn't lose any weight. The only thing I lost was a job promotion and a few friends. Throw that out the door. So, diets, gyms. Okay, let's just face it, I'm in the same boat. It's not Big Five's fault that they don't make spandex our size to go hang out and look good at a gym. Alright? So now we don't want to go to a gym because we don't look good at a gym. Take all that off the table. I'm not trying to sell you a gym membership. I'm not going to put you on some weird diet plan. I'm putting you on the Route 66 Adventure Vin weight loss program. It's not a diet. It's not really a plan. It's a lifestyle change. And in our plan, what we provide you is the necessary equipment, the apparel, and the gym. Only thing that you need to provide is the willingness. Now, wait a minute. I said gym. I know, we don't like the gym. I'm not talking about the conventional gym, a building you go into with temperature-controlled environment, with beautiful machines and things like big screen TVs where you're working out. You get to watch the news or your favorite show, and a nice sauna and shower facility. I'm not talking about that. The gym I'm talking about is out in nature. It's out in the open road is where it's at. My gym is called Route 66. The membership is actually in 8 different states. California, Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. 8 states for your gym membership. The gym is at altitudes from just a couple of feet above sea level up to 7,000 feet. Oh, the temperature control? You got a wide range. You will experience everything from the Sahara to Siberia, everything in between. And it can happen, all change within 5 minutes. We're going to get back to that in a second in more detail. The equipment we're going to provide you can rent or buy. It's called a KLR 650. A very unique piece of equipment. Our research and development team have fine-tuned what it's going to take to apply that piece of equipment on that gym to get the results that you're looking for. But we're not over yet. Let's talk about apparel for a second. You got those gals, you got the thick neck like me? Well, we're going to give you one of these neck braces. You're gonna wear it the whole time you're at the gym. Remember, that's 8 state words. That's a big gym. It's a long time. It's 2,000 miles all the way. So this goes around as such, and I'm telling you, oh, it feels comfortable as long as the air's flowing. But as soon as you stop, this thing feels like an alligator biting your neck, choking you out. But it's also making you sweat, and it's burning those calories and thinning out your neck. The neck brace comes in the packet. The next thing we're going to do, and this is all included, there's no additional charges. You don't get to pick the color because I'm giving you everything high-vis, whether it be the high-vis Kawasaki color or the high-vis yellow color that I'm wearing most of the time. The sleeveless one comes from our San Francisco collection, but you can have ones with sleeves. Totally up to you. I'm a big fan of the Climb product, KLIM. This is my Climb Induction jacket. Airflow is great. Once again, when you're in motion, you're like wearing an air conditioner. As soon as you stop, inside, it's like Niagara Falls. I'm telling you, this is going to thin you out. This is going to burn those calories that you didn't expect or know how to burn. But this type of jacket, when you're going from when you're in the Sahara, this is going to make a big difference for you. That comes with the package. In a product review earlier in my series, I was talking about the Liat shorts. Very good on the protective. Liat, great product. Very good on the protectiveness. This thing locks in your body heat like you wouldn't believe. They go on dry, they come out like a soaked towel. Let me move over to the Climb Induction pants. So these are the Climb Mojave, because when you wear them, you feel like you're in the Mojave. I should know. I drove a KLR through the Mojave in like 115-degree weather. Once again, once moving, these are great. Fashionable, great fit, beautiful protection. You stop, this thing retains heat like the Hoover Dam retains the Colorado River. Oh, and speaking of a river, you stop long enough, you're going to have a river in these. These things will be soaked also. Believe me, I know. One other piece of equipment, so you're saying, whoa, wait. You know, you're talking about burning, fat. You're talking about, sweating it out, and yeah, that's all part of the program. It's not over yet. You want those good-looking calves, right? You want those thigh muscles. Here's what we got going on now. On your foot and legs, which we're going to provide you with, is the TCX Track Evo boot. Very great. Once again, while you're on the bike, these things effortlessly do their job. Get off the bike, walk around the painted desert or petrified forest in these puppies. These are great flexible. I'm not going to turn that down. You can walk all day in these. Weight-wise, between this and the Liat knee and shin guard, I'll tell you what, Richard Simmons, keep your ankle weights. I'm wearing these to beef up my calves and thighs. Oh, and most important piece of equipment. I know, all you motorcycle riders saying he's forgetting the helmet. Well, we're not going to talk about my bug collection, but as you see, this is I turned in the one that I have in Oklahoma. This is a new one right here from the state of Illinois. I'm telling you, it's just each state has their own. I haven't looked up these splatter marks yet, but here's the deal. The reason why the helmet is we only offer the full face helmet. Got to be a full face helmet, and I'm going to get to that in a second. You have to wear a helmet. I know some states don't require it, but the Route 66 Adventure Vin weight loss program, oh yeah, it's required. We will know you're wearing it. The full face helmet prevents you from drinking and eating while in motion. And when you're riding 4 to 5, 6 hours a day on Route 66 and you're not putting anything in your pie hole, oh, I've stopped at plenty of the gas stations and I was tempted plenty enough times to go in the gas station, oh, I'll get a Snick. Oh, while I'm driving, I'll eat some gummy bears, gummy worms. I'll have some ho-ho. I'll get hungry at half hour from now. I didn't have that choice. No, if I wanted to do anything, I'm 3-4 hours on the bike, nothing's going in. Nothing's going in. Then use a Camelback. You open this up, nothing's going in. So this prevents stuff from going in your pie hole. So guys with the open face masks with no helmet at all, they have access to their pie hole. They can put anything they want in it. But you know what else has access to their pie hole? The flying Twinkies and the flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz that have been hitting my face shield, and the little gremlins. That also has access to their pie holes. So, full face helmet. You're not eating when you're riding. You're losing weight. You say, oh, we've thought about this. We've had our research and development team go through painstaking lengths to make sure that nothing's going in that pie hole, but everything's coming out of every pore of your body in the event of weight loss and when you're walking around. Now, let's talk about the equipment for a moment. The KLR 650 is a very fine machine. It's a temperate machine, and you'll get to be one with it. It's kind of like a Zen thing spelled backwards, like the Kale. The idea behind the KLR, you have to master temperature control. So anytime that KLR is going to be over 5,000 RPMs at 75 miles per hour for more than 45 minutes, that thing that you're sitting on between your legs, it's like riding a hairdryer on high that has been on for 5 days in a row. The heat is immense that comes off that engine, and that KLR will let you know about it. Meanwhile, your calves and legs are shredding the weight unbelievably. Oh yeah, you feel that heat until you moderate it. So, once you become to master that, you'll begin to master your own destiny. Well, Adventure Vin, this is, once again, you're talking about, but I not only want to lose the weight, you ask me, I want to have, all right, I'm trying to keep this G-rated for family and friends. You want a firm buttocks, right? You don't only want to lose the weight, you want something firm, you want something tense. Well, remember those machines that maybe you have one in your closet, but your grandparents or parents had? This little, looks like a parking meter on a, parking meter on a stick, big old leather band went around it, put it around their back, and it would jiggle you around it and vibrate. I think I Love Lucy has one on one of her episodes. Very hilarious. I gotta be honest, I found one in our garage. Our parents had one. Right? Still sits there. But that jiggling motion, once again, our research and development team has found the most vibrating motorcycle in existence. That KLR vibrates like you would not believe. Not only that, what your rump is sitting on is a seat about this wide and about this thin. So you're feeling every bump in the road and every vibration. We're making sure you're getting your money's worth out of that KLR. Once again, rent or buy, up to you. So that's one way to firm it up. Now, let's talk about your time in the gym. Well, you'll move from the Mojave Desert at 113 degrees. Now, that's the hardest part, but not as long as bad as you think it might be. Until the sun only wants to heat you up and heat up the bike. So now the bike and you are both heated up. So what do? You stop at Amboy, California, in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Well, the bike cools down, but you're not moving, and you're in the middle of 113 degree weather with the sun over your head and no shelter. So you want to get back on the bike, you want to finish that ride. Then you begin to pay attention to your motorcycle a little bit more and saying, I don't want him to heat up because I want to get out of here alive. So you end up in a place, let's say Holbrook, Arizona. Holbrook, Arizona, or maybe even, no, I take that back. Not Holbrook, Arizona. I forgot the first place I stopped. But I think it was coming out of Holbrook, actually. You come out of Holbrook, or Tucumcari, I'm sorry, I was at Tucumcari. I love Tucumcari. Coming out of Tucumcari in the morning, start, getting into the, Albuquerque. Yes, you guys got me. It was Albuquerque. Like Bugs Bunny always says, I must have taken a wrong turn in Albuquerque. It was Albuquerque. Wake up one morning in Albuquerque to crisp, fresh, cold air. Awesome, right? So, you're coming out of Albuquerque, you're enjoying it. You're freezing, but you're enjoying it. Your motorcycle's enjoying it. And it gets a little bit too cold. The wind chill factor. So you pull over, you put on your thermal shirt because you have it in your dry bag. Put on your thermal shirt and your heavy duty gloves. It takes a while to get all your gear off and put that back on, but now you're all toasty warm, right? You're going, and guess what else is coming up? The sun. Yeah, no, that's right. I don't care how cold it is in the morning in New Mexico. As soon as that sun comes up, it's the Mojave Desert. So you're on the bike for about 15-20 minutes. The sun comes up. Next thing you know, Niagara Falls, you're sweating again. Oh yeah, Mother Nature, she likes to play her tricks on you. And she's got 2,000 miles, a little bit more, to make sure she gets every single element in. So then you wake up one morning and it's cool and you say, you're not going to catch me this time. You're not going to get me this time. You don't put on your thermal. And I think you're probably leaving somewhere in Oklahoma. And it's a fog. And you're thinking, oh, Oklahoma's a little fog outside. I'm not gonna gear up. You know what else is up before the sun in Oklahoma, before the sun comes up? The humidity index. Oh yeah. You want to be safe, you got to wear our apparel. That is mandatory. That is mandatory. And before I go any further, I will preface this by saying, before you sign up for our program, we highly recommend, not required, we highly recommend that you watch Stephen King's movie, The Cat's Eye, and pay very close attention to the guy who signs up to quit smoking before you sign up for my program, because you have to wear all this protective gear. You have to put on every stitch of this before you go into any riding and any territory, any part of that gym, that 2,000-mile gym. You're wearing all this in the humidity, in the heat, in the cold, in the hot. So that humidity index with the sun not up yet, well, That's part of the weight loss program. So then we're going to go from a couple of 100 feet, no, not even that, a couple of feet from the Mojave Desert. We're going to climb to about 7,000 feet around, I think, Flagstaff, and then I think we climb again when we get into Gallup. So this whole time when you're thinking, well, you tell me, I've tried the gym, I've tried a diet, I've tried the Kale thing, I've tried all this. Well, what you're telling me is you don't have a lot of answers, you don't have a lot of results, you sure as heck have a lot of excuses, if you know what I'm talking about. So, if you've tried all that, and none of it's worked, and it hasn't been a lifestyle change, and you are chasing your tail on 8 years of, let's not blame it on Christmas and Thanksgiving, I'm guilty too. Mine may be the in and out thing, but, oh, that was the other thing too. Part of the weight loss program on Route 66, besides going to the little gas stations and eating while you're driving, snacking all day long in your temperature-controlled car, turn on the heat when you're cold, turn on the air conditioner when you're hot. No, you're on this motorcycle, so besides not eating the little snacks you find, guess what else you're not going to find on Route 66? Fast food joints. That's right. I have been like eating the healthiest I have in weeks, maybe months. Now at home, my wife Julie makes awesome meals. But me, when I'm out, I'm on base, I'm working, I'm not eating that healthy. Route 66 doesn't give you that option. Your options, it's like the Jode family in Grapes of Wrath. Your options go from here to whoop. Yeah, right about there. So with all the excuses you're making, how about trying to get some answers? How about taking the excuses off the table, make a commitment, make a life-changing commitment, buy or rent yourself a KLR, buy the proper protective gear, gear up, pick the month of August. Why not? Pick the month of August and do a Route 66 trip. Oh. There's one other thing about signing up for my program. Watching Stephen King's The Cat's Eye, that's optional. That's up to you. One thing that's not optional, you're going to sign a waiver that if you do this trip from Los Angeles to Chicago and you think that you're going to sell that KLR and get yourself a plane ticket, you have to sign a waiver in advance that we put you on the no-flies list. So there's no flying home. There's no renting a car. There's no thumbing it. It's either ride that KLR back to Los Angeles or you're walking back to Los Angeles. So let me know what you want to do. I'll be available. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. Now I'm in your head because now you're thinking, he just gave me the answer I'm looking for. So once again, adventure is out there. Life's an adventure. But Route 66, it's a weight loss program. Tune in next time. We're going to be talking about some other options and we'll have some guest speakers. Enjoyed doing this. Tomorrow I'll be in Chicago. Yep, tomorrow I'll be in Chicago. The day after that, I'm returning home. And I'm sure I'll have more stories for you. Take care, YouTube. Remember, like, subscribe, don't forget to write. And really, life is an adventure. Make your journey a good one.